Impeccable is quickly becoming one of my favorites. I'll tell you why it's one of my favorites, but it's been C-Rad's favorite, that and Revolution, for a while. And we're going to have tons of team breaks available on Mojobreak.com. We'll probably be breaking some more on Whatnot via team auction. But PYT, if you want to go in and see if your team's available, I'd head over to Mojobreak.com right now. Our site is set up like a reverse auction, so you can get some great deals on some teams. Go in there and see what's left and grab one of those teams and maybe hit one of these golds, like these Luka golds. How many golds have you hit in your career?
Oh man,
It's like hitting a grand slam.
Okay, so Impeccable came out in 2015 with football first, no basketball that year. So it's not as much as you would think. Less than 10.
Yeah, it's hard.
It is a tough pull, and in the beginning it was an even tougher pull because they were just 1-on-1s.
Now they're number to 10, right?
Yeah, now they're number to 10. So I have pulled a couple more in basketball over the years. I think football is still a 1-of-1, but it's just a half a bar now.
Right. I would like the basketball to have a 1-on-1, like a different metal or keep the gold of some sort.
Yeah.
Or you can go platinum.
Yeah.
That was the next step I thought they would have taken by now because we are like into the the 7th, 8th year of Impeccable, but they haven't done it yet. As far as
we can only hope.
They say it for eminence,
I'm a big fan of platinum.
It's look, I'm decked out with it. Well, I don't have any of it, but if I could afford platinum, I'd be decked out in it.
Would you? A whole suit of it?
If I could.
One of the things I love about Impeccable Basketball is the fact that it's 5 autos, usually on card, and they remain pretty true to that. I know during the Pandy, they became stickers, but this year they're back to being on card, which is nice.
You know what? If I recall, weren't they it was impressive last year that I think it was still all on card last year.
Maybe it was just
it was like the only product that was still on card.
Wow. Yeah. And the mixture, you're usually going to get at least one vet. Now, you're going to get Ricky Rubio and guys like that and Michael Olakandi. But, but
they're all on card.
Yeah, they're all on card. And you've got, chances at Kareem, and you've got Oscar Robertson in the set, Jerry Lucas. You got some great legends in the set. And it's 5 autographs, and you got the metal card. And they've also included the rookie base now, which is great too. So it's quickly climbing up the ranks of high-end basketball. Where would you rank it amongst high-end basketball?
Man, like adding to what you were saying too, people always complain that the high-end stuff is like there's a bunch of stickers and single color relics and stuff. Impeccable don't give you no fluff. It's just like straight up. Like that's why I feel like it is one of the better high-end products. It's like straight up. You get 5 autographs. You had a chance at these big, silver and gold bars. So in terms of ranking it, it's still gonna be probably like 4th or 5th on the list of high-end. But man, if they make a couple of adjustments and they add maybe a laundry tag or something like that, something even more special. I don't know if I necessarily want them to add the logo man to this product because then it would obviously jump the price up a lot, and then you know what I mean. But I think it's getting close. It's getting close to being one of the better high end products.
Yeah, where would you rank it, Dan?
It's up there. It's definitely top 5 as far as high end products, but. I will tell you what they added this year. That 75th anniversary subset is.
Oh, did you pull one?
I pulled one.
I didn't get one.
I pulled the Magic, the one that's actually on the
really
on the
it was
slide
live?
there. It's
wow.
Live. It was live in person. That slide does not serve it justice.
Was it numbered to 75?
Should be. I would imagine all of them are, right?
I think it was numbered below. I think it was less than 75. But it pops. It is one of the best looking designs I've seen in a basketball release.
And that's kind of like impeccable foil, right? They used it. They use that kind of in Donruss now, but that is where it originated.
That's where they usually use it. And yeah,
it pops, and the Jerry West logo it pops as well. It's a nice card.
It's the only year we're gonna be able to get this 75th anniversary, obviously designed too. So that's something to think about if you're chasing that set. You want to make the whole subset, which is a lot of people like to do.
25 years, we'll do the 100, right?
Yeah.
You can always do 76. Ain't nothing wrong with 76. It doesn't have the same ring as 75, but
what episode of the hype would that be? That would be 1,500 or something.
For 100th year, 100 years in the NBA.
Oh boy, let's not talk about that.
Still no ad rolls. And still no revenue generated. How do we do it?
Oh man, we're still here.
How do
still
we do
alive
it?
and kicking.
Do it for love.
Do it for the love of the hobby. But maybe remember, I may or not be here for next week, so we'll see.
No, you're in South Beach, man. Like I said, taking your talents
Taking
to Miami.
my talents.
Oh man.
Yeah, I am gonna have one of those shows where I decide where I'm gonna go. We're gonna go
You're
live.
gonna be
Go
in that $100 million facility
Cool,
over
man.
there in Florida.
We could actually do it as a live show. You can have, I don't know, about 6, maybe 8 people live.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe 10. Come on.
I know
man.
one for sure will be there.
Yeah.
I know one person will be there for sure.
SB. My
Shout out to
only
SB.
follower.
Just waiting for that live show again. Waiting for that live show.
But Impeccable, and I don't want to rip on Flawless because I know Flawless is, one of the top dogs, but I love the coloring. There's more colors. The card looks better to me in a way because it's like
it's the canvas design.
yeah, it's like that matte finish with the more color in the background. Where their Flawless is just white.
It's just all white,
and there's nothing really much going on with the
How about
Flawless.
we just say it. Just say it's the best high-end product they make. Just say it's number one. Move on to the next segment.
Well, and the thing about Flawless too is that you've got like this narrative of like Flawless being like you have like this new group of collectors that are trying to really say that Flawless is better than NT, and it's not. I mean, you have breakers out there that are refusing to sell NT to their customers because they think it's horrible when, in fact, you just seen another Luca sell for like 600, 700,000 or something like that, right?
Okay.
From NT. But they're trying to play the narrative that the Flawless is game used. And so we're bringing back that argument. But at the end of the day, collectors don't care if it's game used or not, in my opinion. So at least high-end collectors, they don't care. They just want a nicer patch. But I don't know. Impeccable, I mean, for the price point, so I think that you get better boxes of Impeccable than you get for like Flawless and
is
NT
it
sometimes.
safe to
I
say
agree.
that as far as high-end basketball, is Impeccable the most underrated product?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we said. I think we made the same argument last year too.
I mean, how about out of all the basketball releases, it may not be the most underrated because I mean we got to think this is a product that on the secondary market has gone up tremendously.
Here's what we're going to title this video is Impeccable, the most underrated basketball hobby product. And we want you guys to comment below. I'm almost at the point now where I might want this over Immaculate. I know that's blasphemous,
I mean,
but
I like some Immaculate, but
I mean, if you like what C-Rad said, if there was Logo Mans, then
we can't do it.
I know we can't. I get it.
We can't be putting Logo Mans and everything. Next thing you know, Chronicles comes out, it has Logo Mans and Revolution.
Yeah.
Speaking
Logo
of-
Mans.
Yeah.
Speaking
We
of
can't-
Logo Mans, I noticed that the jerseys that they were wearing, I don't know if they were only playoff jerseys, it's like the Logo Man was like hidden behind the Nike logo. Did anybody else notice that on like Steph's jersey?
Didn't notice that.
Is that just the undershirt that they're wearing though that has the
I
NBA
don't
logo?
like
might
me
be.
You know,
see-
yeah. I think it is the undershirt. I think the Logo Man is on the
I thought the
side.
logo man is
Or no, it's on the
on
back.
neck, the back of the neck.
Yeah. I think they're on the back of the neck or the shorts or but I think that's where they usually get it from.
Where do you rank Impeccable, Cody?
I think kind of in line with you guys, although I am looking at that 75th anniversary autos. That definitely elevates it this year. They look great. I should mention, I do have it. I've got the checklist up here. So some of them are numbered to 75. I think these are mostly pulled from that NBA Top 75, the 75th anniversary
Which makes
team.
sense.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're looking at
So you're not going to get a Clay.
no Clay in that. No, famously
If it
not
was
getting Clay.
76,
Not getting a
maybe.
Dwight Howard. But you could get a Lillard. No. But like guys like Gary Payton, Dominic Wilkins are like number to 75. But then the like Larry Birds, the
bigger names.
yeah, the Magic Johnsons, Kevin Garnett, Jason Kidd, also numbered to 25.
KG, I would love that card, bro.
Tells
Yeah.
me that those guys to sit down and have an autograph session are maybe a little bit pricier.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
it's
Shaq
more
number to
scarce.
25.
So
as
you're,
well.
saying, so you're saying Gary Payton is number to 75?
Number to 75,
GP.
Gary Payton. Yeah.
I
That's right.
yeah,
Our
like
guy.
I was saying, I think like if they add
Can't find
one
it.
more special thing, it could elevate it into that fourth spot behind the Flawless NT and in Immaculate. Like say like if sponsorship patches were exclusive to like Impeccable or something like
Which
that.
they
you
did
know
with
what I mean?
Opulence, but they didn't. Opulence
Not,
hasn't came out.
yeah, now you can find the sponsorship patches in multiple products, but like I feel like Impeccable needs like one more thing that's special to that product.
And Immaculate has like the shoe
the
relics.
shoes, yeah, the giant shoe relics.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It is. I mean, you get like the gold and the silver bars, which is
unique.
Which is unique for Impeccable. But what else does Impeccable have?
Yeah.
And I know I'm going to make another blasphemous statement here, but I'm like, if I had to choose a hobby box right now, I think Prism would be like 15th for NBA for me.
Oh, I don't know about 15. Maybe
It's
5th.
just, I don't know. Maybe because
5th or 6th. I don't know about 15.
you know what it is? It's the retail that's just ruined.
You're talking Prism Draft?
No, I'm talking about regular Prism.
Wow.
It's just, I don't know. We didn't like shiny stuff before the big boom, and now I'm back to being like, maybe I don't like the shiny stuff anymore. Because you see all these auctions for these silvers, and now another thing to talk about, which we didn't put in the show, but there's 4 silvers in football now. 4 silvers a hobby box, so they're changing every year. Basketball silvers are just, I mean, you could just see them plummeting. You know what I mean? I know there's low numbered stuff, and the black Prism will be cool, but like, I think the oversaturation in Prism for me has made it. I'd rather chase patch autos.
I get that point. I would still.
I know I'm not in the majority.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, that's old school right there. You're going way out there, man. It's old homie collecting right there.
I just think the overproduction of Prism, and I know it's going to be the standard.
So you
and I know it's
prefer like
king.
an RPA gold parallel over a gold Prism?
Yes.
Okay. No, you wouldn't.
Am I the only one in here? Nobody else agrees with me?
I mean,
I'll take a gold Prism over pretty much. Besides an NTRPA, I'll take a gold Prism
I
rookie.
thought you meant NTRPA. Yeah, I'd take a gold NTRPA for sure.
I mean, like aesthetically, I get what you mean, but I think this is one where I'm like, well, the market has dictated what people like, and until that shifts, like, yeah, I can't question.
Prism to me is like, everybody liked Baja Man, Who Let the Dogs Out. And it's like they played it so many times.
Wait, who?
I don't know about that.
Who's this everybody talk?
Back in 1998.
I mean, let's be honest. We all wanted to know in 1999, 2000, who let the dogs out. We still don't know. To this day, we don't know.
And Prism has become Who Let the Dogs Out.
I don't know.
Wow.
About that. You know what?
Or Right Said Fred, I'm too
Can
sexy.
we-
It's become
just,
that.
I just want to isolate that quote one more time. Prism Basketball is the who let the dogs out of the hobby.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, and to think we just went out and spent so much money on aftermarket Prism.
But that's football. I'm talking about basketball.
Oh, that's football.
Yeah, football's
the,
fine.
The release where they change, and we just went over it. They change every single year how many silvers. 2017, every rookie is silver. 2018, one silver a box. 2019,
I think it's still one.
it wasn't one.
Still one.
And then 2020, I think one of those years
2020
they went
switched
to
to 2.
And now we're at 4. Why don't we just go? How confusing are we going to possibly make this be for the collector?
And that goes along with basketball because the silvers took popularity when there really wasn't any retail. Now there's retail and they're in retail, and you can't bank on them being X amount of population every year.
I mean, but look at that. Like, say from an analytical standpoint, you look at a pop report and you're looking at 2017 football and you're like Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
And you look at a pop report and it's like something insane, right? Then you're like, okay, I'm gonna go.
But there really isn't.
I'm gonna
a
go.
lot of
I'm gonna go 2018 Baker, right? And there's one per box. You're like, man, they either made a ton of 2017 or they made absolutely zero of 2018.
You would, and we don't have the numbers in front of us. I believe there's only like 1,700 PSA 10 Patrick Mahomes silvers. So that's not a lot for them being almost one a box.
There has to be a lot less 2018.
Yes. I mean, it's one per box in 2018.
Yeah, I
there
mean,
has to be. They made a lot more in 2018 than they made in 17. So,
what do you prefer? You prefer there be every rookie be a silver, or make it extremely rare to get a silver?
I'm leaning towards more serial numbered stuff. I mean, the silvers are. They are what they are.
Obvious answer. I mean, that's like, of course, yeah, but that wasn't the question.
When they have 17 different SKUs and 150 different parallels in Prism now.
What's going to be interesting is that when Fanatics takes over and they bring back Chrome, inevitably bring back Chrome.
Right, see how that affects.
It's going to be interesting seeing how much silvers they're going to be, or refractors, how often you're going to be able to pull those out of their boxes.
Yeah.
And go to mojobreak.com and pick up your Prism football PYTs. I mean, Doug will be breaking it for
No,
you.
I-
He loves it. I mean, he does. He truly does love it.
I said I didn't like
promise.
Prism basketball. I didn't say anything about football.
Dude, it's
Football's where Prism is supposed to be.
it's a
Football
it's
is like a
same.
deep cut on the Baja Men's debut album, is what I'm assuming. Yeah, it's one that still is.
It's a song that nobody's ever heard.
Yeah.
Because there is no such thing as a deep cut from the Baja Men.
Will you be playing? And you can watch on Whatnot, where you can be playing "Who Let the Dogs Out"
Exactly.
while you're
On
ripping
repeat.
Prism.
You know what? I'm gonna have to bump that Baha Men album now just to prove that there's a deep cut.